Today I'm out treating all the nucs in the splits here. So I got oxalic acid dribble. It's 3.2% solution, so there's 32 grams of oxalic acid in 1 liter of 1:1 sugar syrup. I'm going to dribble that in between the seams on the hives here, 5 milliliters per seam of bees. Pop the lid here. This goes a lot faster when I'm not recording, but I'll show the first one here. Lid off. This one I already checked it, I know it has a queen. It almost has capped brood. So it's been 18 days since I made these nucs and put cells in. So there's almost no sealed brood, or some of them have no sealed brood. So by dribbling them with this, there's no place for the mites to hide. So it kills off like a good chunk of them. Gives the hives kind of a fresh start. So there's 5 milliliters per seam of bees here. Just like that. It's a little easier to do this when I'm not recording, but make sure not to overdose them. I'll open this one up and show one of my queens here and what the pattern looks like. I'm pretty happy with it so far. Not all the queens came back from mating. Some of the nucs didn't accept my queen cell, and then they made an emergency queen cell instead, so I'll see how that works out. But these 4 all worked out, and they're with my own queens. It's pretty cool. Okay, this one actually has a little bit of sealed brood already, which is surprising. Most of them that I've checked have just had eggs and young larvae. You can see there's the mites, they go into the brood there right before it's sealed, and then that's where they like reproduce. So right now there's very little, or most of them have no sealed brood. So by dribbling them with this acid, it'll kill off all the mites that are out and have nowhere to hide and they're on the bees. I've noticed a big difference with this. This is a good trick. Instead of finding mites in the fall like I usually would in these, I don't find any. And the bees just seem to build up better and they just look better. I mean, this stuff's cheap. It's like, I don't know, I didn't price it out for a while, but I think it's like 15 cents or something to treat a hive. I'll try and zoom up on her. There's one of my queens. She's a beauty. She's doing a good job here. Canola is just coming into flower here, so they're bringing in a lot of canola pollen and nectar. Here's a stronger one. This one was made with 3 frames of brood. Those other ones I was running short on brood, so they only got 2 frames? Yeah, 2 frames. 2 good frames though. This one got more like 3. Nice and strong. One tip with the dribble, at least that I do, if there's a seam of bees that like has very few bees in it, I don't bother dribbling them. This one, I'm going to dribble every seam in here, but if there's only a few, I don't bother. Here, I'll show you. Open up this one, actually. I thought that one was going to have one too. But you can see, like over here, there's only a few bees in there. I'm not going to bother dribbling that. Alright, we'll treat this one. Try to get it on there evenly. It's always a little different looking through the camera trying to do this. Good. Alright, I'll close them up. Here's one of my shitty wintered hives. So I killed off the queen and I got a split and a nuke off this one, and a new queen and a dribble treatment, and it just gives them a fresh start. This will be a really good hive next year, well, as long as the queen works out in here. That's what I did with a few of my ones last year, like that one, and well, that one I had to requeen, but those two, they were both barely struggling through last winter, but they made it. I put queen cells in them, dribbled them, and now they're some of my best hives this year. It's pretty cool. This one made itself an emergency queen, so either my queen that I put in just didn't work out, or they didn't accept it or something. I could see her running around in there, so I'm going to leave them, this was a few days ago, but I'm going to leave them for about another week, and then I'll see if they have a laying queen or not. I can tell that they have a queen of some type in there just from the way that they're acting. They're nice and calm, they're not running around roaring and buzzing. Like, they're still, you know, they're moving and everything, but they're not just roaring away. These four framers are doing really well. I think I might even get a little bit of honey from them this year. Especially with all this rain we've been having, we should have a nice long honey flow. So what I'll do is, they don't need another box quite yet. Well, I could put it on, but there won't be any growth for another few weeks. They'll get another 4-frame box, and then if they fill that up, I'll push 2 of them together, put a queen excluder and a honey super on. And I might even get some honey from these girls this year.